Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're putting together the Pimax Crystal Light VR headset to the ultimate test in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Can you actually fly an airliner like the Boeing 737 MAX in full VR? Is it immersive? Are the instruments readable? And most importantly, how does it perform? Come join me in this flight so we can find out if this is possible or not. And we will be talking about performance, visuals, user interface, and everything. We are going to fly from Sarasota to Miami, starting from Colondar State, then going through the full startup process, taxi, takeoff, and landing. The actual flight is not that important. What it matters here is if you, a real professional gamer or a professional flight simulator guy, can fly this feeling like being into the actual thing. That's what matters in VR. Uh, Along the way, we'll be keeping an eye on FPS and overall performance to see if this setup is truly viable for airliner flying in VR. Okay, guys, let's dive right in. I'm using the Pimax Crystal Light right now. Also, I want to say that I'm using the OpenXR Toolkit mod to reduce just a little the FOV. This way, I'm achieving the the native resolution of the Pimax Crystal Light, and as you can see, I'm getting 48, 50 frames per second right now, and this is a medium airport. So I'm doing all the checklist, the outside checklist. Let me show you. I'm flying the 737 MAX. Okay, so we're going to get into the cockpit. Okay, so the the reason of this video is to let you know that with this resolution, using the 4090 and the Pimax Crystal Light, I can actually see and read all the instruments and all the um, switches and indicators, instruments, everything from my seat here as a pilot. I don't need to lean just maybe like this. This is going to be like a real pilot. I'm not going to use any shortcut to get closer to the instruments. Just going to be in VR, trying to feel like a real pilot. So here we have the tablet, and like you see, I am showing you the aircraft settings here, but I'm going to look for the checklist. So we're going to use this feature that allows us to find if we don't know where uh, this thing is. So master switch, it's here. I know this. Okay, turn on this. Standby power on. It's here. I'm using the mouse, as you see. I can use the controller, but I'm not going to use the controller from the Pimax Crystal. External power on if available. It's not available. IRS mode, nav. We have to move these little things to nav here and here. Then anti-collision lights off, here off. I can read this: anti-collision off, on, wheel well, off, wing, everything. I can read everything, okay? I can even read here crew oxygen, well, the numbers here, align, everything. I can read this little sign here. It says caution. Panel must be close. Everything. Sometimes you might lean towards the thing you want to read, but in this case, I'm having no problems to read all the switches and signs. Here, for instance, I have the standby compass compensated with radio equipment on 12th of December 2019, and well, 01, 180 degrees, and 181. I'm reading everything. Here it's a little paper. So let's continue. Engine hydraulic pumps on. They're here. They're already on. Electrical hydraulic pumps off. This and this is off. Fuel pumps off. All of them are off. Trim air is on. Let me show you. Trim air. It's, where is it? Oh, this is here. Let me show you. The mouse sometimes is a mess. Here, off, on, it's on. Isolation valve open. Okay, it's there and it's already open. Left and right recirculation fans, set that to auto. It's already in auto. Engine bleed air switches off. They are already off. Fuel quantity, we're not going to look at that now. It's here, you can see it. Cruise altitude set. We first need to turn on the panel lights so we can look this. Cruise altitude and landing altitude. Cruise altitude is going to be 11,000, and landing altitude it's going to be, let me show you. You go to the flight planner, Miami info, and it's 14 feet, meaning 0. So I'm not going to change that. Let's go back to the checklist. Fasten seat belt signs, auto. We're going to put this in auto. Altimeter barometer, it's QNH set. It's already in 2992. I can read this. Left, fuel pump on here. APU switch start. I'm going to start. There you go. APU generator switches on. It's here, on, 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 on. APU bleed on. It's here. It's already, no, it's off. Yes. Now it's on. That's done. We're going to pre-flight. Flight directors on. one here, one there. I'm also checking that the auto throttle is off. It's coming here. Here's down. It's down. Speed brakes down. Throttle's close. Engine starts lever cut off. Already cut off. Parking brake set. It's already set. Yaw damper on. Here. On. So we're going to start the engines. Electrical system B hydraulic pump on. It's there. Let's put it on. Fuel pumps on. I need to turn on all the fuel pumps. Then external power, we didn't use it. Off. Anti-collision lights on. Anti-collision lights on. Position light steady. Here. Left and right packs off. It's already off. And then engine to ignition to the right. Ignition to the right. Ground. Then this. So we're going to wait for the engine to start. Let's check outside. The engine is moving. It's a calm day here in Sarasota. Actually, I'm not using the ultra setting for the airport. I'm not using multiplayer. I'm not using a real-time traffic. So it's better for my FPS. Okay, this thing must go back to off in a couple seconds there, and we're going back to the left engine and turn it on. All this was done. Then after starting engines, we're going to wait for the left engine. I'm going to change this 11,000. I'm going to change this. Honestly, I don't know if this procedure is okay, if it's correct, but I just want to show you that if you're using a monitor and you're thinking that PR is still difficult because you want to do a flight plan and everything, you're probably wrong. Okay, the switch is off, so the engine is on. Generator control switches on. It's here. We're going to move this and move this. Then electrical system A hydraulic pump. It's going to go down to on. Then left and right packs auto. Here it's going to auto and auto. Then isolation valve auto. It's here. Engine bleed air switches on. Moving this down. APU bleed off. There you go. And APU power off. There you go. So we are almost ready. Flaps set for takeoff. I'm moving the flaps to number 5 and waiting for the green light here. Green light, number 5. Okay, good. Taxi lights set to auto. And before takeoff, position lights and landing lights. I'm going to the flight planner. I already have the Sarasota to Miami route here, I think. Let me show you here. This is just a test, so I'm doing crazy stuff. Maybe, I don't know if this is going to work or not. I think it's working. Maybe it's a bit longer, but I want to try different routes here. So once you have the route, you set all the approach, the departure procedures and everything. You go to file plan with ATC here and send route to avionics. And here at the computer you'll see execute, and we're going to check in the legs if it's there. Here we have a discontinuity. We're going to fix. I don't know if you can read that. I can read that. I'm reading all the legs. Okay, and it's working. I'm going to check if the runway is correct. I'm using the 32, and here I'm using 32 and 27 here. Let me check. Arrival. It's going to be 27, right? Yes, 27. So press here, execute. Let's check the legs again. Runway 27. I'm not going to make any other change here. I'm not going to make the inputs. I don't want to introduce the B1, B2 parameters, because I want to do just a test flight, not very professional here. But you know now with the Pimax Crystal Light and the 4090, you can read this and you can work with this. If you want to be closer, you can move here and go here, and you look at the FMC like it was a tablet next to you. But honestly, I can read this from my seat. So that's it. So file plan with ATC, I said we're going to close this, and we're going to open the communications window, and we're going to ask for ground services, passengers boarding start.
Sarasota, ground, Boeing Papa Sierra, Kilo, Niner, Niner, Niner.
I'm not going to use the baggage service and request Catherine service because I just want to show you people here and the feel that the thing is like being here in the airport. We should see people walking down the bridge. Let's see if we can catch any guy there. They are there. Two ladies are the first. They're spacewalking, moonwalking like Michael Jackson maybe. Okay, let me see here. They come in, no bags, no nothing. Okay, if that's your choice. You're going to Miami without bags. Good move. So we're going to stop the boarding because I don't want to spend a lot of time waiting
Sarasota,
for
ground, Boeing,
people.
Papa Sierra, Kilo, Niner, Niner, Niner. I am done with the boarding.
And we're going to um, request the pushback.
Sarasota, ground, Boeing, Papa Sierra, Kilo, Niner, Niner, Niner. Requesting
I didn't
pushback.
ask for the the taxi clearance, but I'm going to try. There you go.
Sarasota, ground, Boeing, Papa Sierra, Kilo, Niner, 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 IFR to Miami, ready to copy.
You can move this window here, for instance. Runway 32, maintain 11,000 feet. Okay. The squawk, you can't use this. It's not working. I don't know why. Here, it's fixed in 2000. You can't change this. It's a bug. They need to fix this. It's out. The thing is. Oh, I need to remove this. The the parking brake. They're going to fix this soon, I think. Read back. Knowledge.
Clear to Miami as filed runway. Tree 2, maintain 11,000 feet
Okay.
departure frequency. Is 1 tree 2. Tree 5, squawk 1, 7 tree
You might
tree.
see the
Boeing, Papa
FPS
Sierra,
counter
Kilo,
there.
Niner, Niner,
It's
Niner.
46, 45, 46. I'm not locking the frame rate to any number. I'm leaving it free. I'm using 120 hertz. This is not an intelligent move because I might use 90 hertz and lock to half refresh rate frames in 45, but I just want to show you um, this with the best visuals possible.
Clear for takeoff runway. Tree 2, Boeing, Papa Sierra, Kilo, Niner, Niner, Niner.
Okay, let's go. Like I said, I didn't introduce the V1, V2. Let's move the wheel here. So we don't have the V1, V2 announcement. There you go. Let's go. Look at that. No wind at all. That was my fault. Gear up. Flaps. Landing lights off. As you can see, the glass cockpit issue with the DLSS 4 is not that critical. Use the auto throttle. Well, let's talk about the feeling and the graphics and the performance. Right now, as you can see, I'm almost in 400. There we are in 400 with the terrain level of detail, which is huge. It's very, very nice. And I'm reaching 40, 45 frames per second. I can actually use the OpenXR toolkit here. Let me show you. And inside the cockpit, I'm reaching 50 frames per second. And that's my resolution right now. And that's my crop. I crop the full FOV because I feel pretty good with this. I'm not having much issues. I'm just reducing the FOV, and that way I'm gaining like 30%, 40% in some cases, depending on their resolution. I can lower this resolution. I'm super sampling, as you can see. I'm super sampling the native resolution, so I'm getting almost 120% more. 115, let's say, 15% more of resolution than the native resolution, which means I have a real good visuals, and that's all about VR. That's why we have the Pimax Crystal Light, and or maybe the Quest 3. We can use this with the Quest 3, of course. But the thing here is that we're reaching 45 frames per second, almost 50. If we reduce this to 100% of the native resolution, our frames will go up to, let's say, something like 60 frames per second. Okay, in 120 hertz, that's beautiful. Honestly, I'm not getting any problems here with my resolution. With the, and I don't feel any stutter or any graphical issue, performance issue. All the contrary, I'm getting an amazing experience.
Miami Center Boeing Papa Sierra Kilo Niner.
And the way you fly this, honestly, is very comfortable, because you feel like you're in the cockpit all by yourself with those two guys that made it to the cabin without bags. And I must say that I'm getting 45, 47 frames per second right now, but I'm using the OBS screen recording feature with an OpenXR VR plugin that lets you capture all this in VR in the OBS. So I think without the OBS recording this gameplay, I should be getting 55 right now, or 10 plus more FPS. That's for sure. That's why when they talk about the 32 megabytes of uh, 32 gigabytes of RAM, it's okay or not okay. If you're going to use OBS for screen recording or any kind of streaming, you will need 64 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM at least. Okay, let's ask for altitude increase. We should turn off the fuel pumps here. Yes. And the taxi lights off. I'm sorry. What else? Yes. Let's go 10,000 feet
Miami
up.
Center Boeing Papa Sierra, Kilo, Niner, Niner, Niner. Request.
Let me show you the people. Oh, hey, how are you? Honestly, the passengers look terrible. Look at that. And actually, they have twins here with the same clothes. This lady looks like a Walking Dead character. And here, look at that. Same lady here, same guy with the lenses here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's incredible. Okay. This might be because I'm using the a medium setting with the with that uh, thing. Okay, we're climbing. The bags, guitar. Let's go back. And we can add also some clouds. Let's use few clouds. We can move them up here, there, just to have more realism. Honestly, the mouse is having issues right now. In this version, I'm using the beta 1.3.24. I can't press the master caution button or the fire warning button. None of them are working. If you know how to make this to work with my mouse, I really appreciate it. Okay. Clouds are in ultra. That's why the current level of detail is sometimes going down to 300 and something and not 400, which is the maximum I set. Let's take a look at the map here. Okay. We are going to go down to 2000. What did you say? It's telling me to go down, up. No, sir, I'm going down. Let's lower the speed. Never, I didn't touch this. This is so noob. 175. Okay, 5000. Okay.
Descend and maintain 5,000 feet. Expect ILS runway
Here's
27
Miami.
approach via HE Indian transition. Cleared to HE Indian Boeing Papa Sierra Kilo 9er 9er 9er.
I'm in 170 something. Low. I'm going to. I'm too fast. Use the speed brake. It's awful. Okay. Let's just ignore. This is Brickell, downtown. Let's remove autopilot. Okay. We're so fast. We're so fast. Copy lights say that I'm too up in the air. I'm going down. 1 red, 2 reds. Too fast, too fast.
Approaching Vengance.
Okay.
50, 40,
Let's do this.
20, 10.
I wasn't paying attention to the speed during descent, and that's why I had to do this. Okay. We're in Miami. And that's it, guys. I just wanted to show you how this thing performs and how you can tell that VR flight simming with airliners is very, very nice. Of course, there are a lot of things to improve from my performance and flight because I'm very, very noob flying airliners, but it's just that I can't concentrate enough when speaking in English, translating at the same time that I'm thinking and flying and watching all the procedures and instruments at the same time, trying to make this content interesting. So I'm so sorry if you didn't enjoy the flight, but I just wanted to show you that you can read all the instruments and you can actually have a good experience and a nice flight using Flight Simulator 2024 in VR with the Pimax Crystal Light. I'm taxiing anywhere. Okay, guys, that's it. We arrived. Thank you for watching.